At the beginning of the movie shows a fully armed SWAT team, seen on guard outside the courthouse. This SWAT team is led by a man named Captain Dongu. They are tasked with escorting the trial of a mob boss, someone who is very dangerous. The mafia boss is defended by a lawyer named Sina. Sina is the lover of Lito, who is a confidant of a mafia boss. Meanwhile, the mafia boss's son named Zakun is watching not far from outside the courthouse. It turns out that Zakun has devised a plan to free his father, but Zakun doesn't realize that Lito has other plans against the mafia boss. In this final trial, the mafia boss was found guilty for all the crimes he had committed so far. Shortly after the verdict was read, but suddenly, Lito and his men immediately shot dead the judge, prosecutor and all the policemen who were standing guard in the courtroom. The SWAT team, hearing gunshots, immediately moved into the building. While Lito approaches the mafia boss, and says that he and Sina will get married soon. After that he blew up the mafia boss with 2 grenades. Then there was a firefight between the SWAT team and the Lito team. The SWAT team guarding outside then locked the door of the building from the outside, so that Lito and Sina were trapped inside the building. But soon an army of mafia boss men appeared and shot them all. A subordinate of the mafia boss then reported to Zakun that Lito and Sina had killed the mafia boss. Then suddenly Zakun's car exploded. Luckily he was saved by his men. It turns out that Lito is also trying to kill Zakun. Gunfights outside and inside the building continued. All the SWAT teams were slaughtered by Lito and his men, and only Dongu remained. Even though he was alone, he managed to kill all of Lito's men. Then Lito and Sina took Yin, who was Dongu's subordinate. Then he forced Dongu to put down his gun. Here he's trying to grab Lito's gun. While Sina tried to shoot him, but the bullet hit Lito instead. At the same time the sparks of the shot hit both of Dongu's eyes, making him unconscious. While Lito died on the spot. Then the police force went inside and Sina was arrested. From this incident, Dongu experienced permanent blindness. After the incident the chief of police came to Dongu at the hospital. There Dongu is forced to take responsibility for the death of his comrades from the incident. Because Dongu has acted arbitrarily without the permission of the chairman. In his daily life, Dongu is overwhelmed with deep emotional stress over the death of his colleagues. His inner pressure grew even more when Dongu saw the news broadcasting about yesterday's court incident. And Dongu was accused of being the cause of the incident, causing him to become stressed and depressed. It turns out that this Dongu has a daughter named Yati. Here Yati is angry because her father is considered crazy by a man, whose car was previously damaged by Dongu. And the man also asked for compensation. But luckily there is a Dongu friend who wants to be responsible for the incident. Yati tries to be patient by taking care of her father as much as possible, because she has no one else but Dongu. Likewise, Dongu is getting used to his current situation, and he is also trying to start a new life. Until finally Dongu discovers his hidden talent. He could feel sharp vibrations and movements. Elsewhere Zakun's lawyer offers Sina a prison change. But Sina refused, because she already knew the Zakun's mind that really wanted to kill him. One day when Dongu was attending Yati's violin performance, there Dongu's mind felt strange, because he did not hear the sound of Yati's violin playing. But without his knowledge, it turns out that Yati was kidnapped by Zakun's men in the parking lot. When the violin performance was over, Dongu, who had not felt Aura Yati before, decided to look for her. Until finally he got a call from Yati. But Yati only said a word to her father, namely father. Dongu, who has extraordinary instincts, he tries to follow the direction of the sound. Until in the end Dongu was hit by a pickup car. Without thinking Dongu contacted the police that her son had been kidnapped. The next day the police, who had found a woman dead horribly, told Dongu to check it out, because it was possible that the girl was her missing child. But when checked it turned out that the girl was not her child, because her child had different physical characteristics. Then the film moves to prison. Seen a convict trying to kill Sina, but managed to dodge it. Then Sina was transferred to another prison. She has been transferred 32 times because she was involved in fights with other prisoners. On the way, 4 of Zakun's men intercepted the police truck carrying Sina. Sina managed to escape and kill the 4 people. After that she finished off the cops. Zakun was furious because again he failed to finish off the Senna. Zhou's lawyer tells Zakun that new items have arrived. The new item in question is the stolen young girls. And one of them is Yati the Princess Dongu. Zakun then ordered his men to hold an auction tonight to sell them. While Dongu was jailed for assaulting a policeman. In the car when he was about to be taken to prison, Dongu then attacked 2 policemen and took away his gun. Then he forced the police to drive the car. Without him realizing that the driver is Sina, disguised as a policewoman. Sina intends to kill Princess Dongu with her own hands for revenge. Arriving under the bridge, Dongu immediately wanted to handcuff Sina, but Sina told Dongu that she could help find his daughter. Because she knows who kidnapped. None other than a group of mafia bosses who are now being taken over by Zakun. Their kidnapping trick is to replace the girl who was reported missing with a girl with a disfigured face. So the police thought that the missing girl had been found dead. And Sina knows where Zakun's headquarters is. Until finally Dongu asked Sina for help. Even though Sina's intention was not to help, but to kill Yati. Dongu came to Zakun base pretending to sell Sina. A shrine disguised as a headquarters guarded by a female fortune teller. But this woman knows the meaning of Dongu's arrival, because she knows Sina. The fortune teller tried to attack him, but Dongu managed to dodge and incapacitate him. However, Dongu and Sina were caught by Zakun's younger brother, Rajaga. Both are then tied with chains that are connected to each other. Then Rajaga told Dongu to drown Sina, if he wants to save his daughter. However, Dongu refused, so he was also beaten. But when Rajaga shoots Dongu, Dongu suddenly turns things around and manages to defeat Rajaga. Finally Dongu ravaged the place. When Dongu was interrogating Rajaga, suddenly Sina kicked Rajaga. So that Dongu accidentally beheaded him. On the other hand Zakun orders Yati to play his violin, aiming to attract the attention of the buyers. And in the end the Yati was sold at a very amazing price. But Zakun closed the auction and will continue it tomorrow. Because Zakun will try the Yati first. Then Zakun received news from his uncle named Jinghang, that Dongu and Sina had succeeded in killing the Rajaga. And they will also kill him. Then Jinghang and his men came to Dongu and Sina, causing a tremendous commotion. And in the end Dongu had to duel with Jinghang. Meanwhile Sina fights Jinghang's men. Jinghang, who has above average strength there, he slashed at Dongu's head, causing him to scream and become uncontrollable. Then Dongu took out the skills he had been keeping, thus making Jinghang overwhelmed with Dongu. When Dongu's skill was still defeated, without thinking Dongu ran away through the window. However, Jinghang manages to block it. And in the end the battle was resumed, but here Dongu brought rubber tires to fight Jinghang. And in the end Dongu managed to defeat Jinghang. After that, Dongu and Sina told Jinghang to tell him the hostage place of the girls to be sold. But what a surprise Dongu was when Yati wasn't there. Then Dongu interrogated and beat Jinghang. Then Jinghang says if Yati isn't here, most likely she is in Zakan headquarters. Not long after, Yihan appeared and told Dongu that the woman was Sina, who caused Dongu to become blind and hated by everyone. At that time Sina immediately took the Dongu knife and killed Jinghang. Then Sina orders Dongu to finish Yihan, only after that she will take Dongu to Zakan headquarters. Dongu was forced to obey Sina's orders with a heavy heart. Right after Dongu and Sina left, the police appeared, and suddenly Yihan woke up. It turns out that Dongu didn't really kill Yihan, but only knocks him unconscious in the stomach, to make Sina think he killed him. On the one hand, Sina is amazed by Dongu's struggle, who is willing to die to save his daughter. Sina then told him that the first person she killed was his own father, who had heartlessly sold him to a policeman. Then Sina met the police to get weapons against the Zakun. After getting it, Sina immediately killed the policeman who had raped her. Then Dongu and Sina headed straight to the Zakun base, and the shootout was inevitable. Realizing that, Zakun immediately took Yati to hide upstairs. While the firefight continued, Dongu and Sina managed to get inside, and finished off Zakun's men one by one. Zakun felt threatened and asked for help from Zhou's lawyer, but Zhou's lawyer saved himself instead. And when Zakun wanted to kill Yati, Sina appeared and shot him dead. After that, she caught Yati and hanged him, according to Sina's original plan, who wanted to take revenge on Dongu for the death of his lover Lido. Although technically Sina herself had shot him. But in the end Dongu managed to cripple Sina. Until in the end Dongu managed to save the princess. And the movie is over. Thank you for watching. Look forward to the next video.